Oh, perfect. I'm officially using Zoom. What?
Woo!
Wait, were we supposed to start at 7 or 7:30? I thought it was
7:30, but I just thought I'd
okay.
see and get
Okay.
on a little bit
Perfect.
earlier so we didn't muck people around.
Yeah. So just to be safe, right? Let me just fix my lighting 1 second.
No worries. Okay.
Ben, are we recording this or not?
Yes. Yep. So I'm just going to look.
Okay. All right.
Now, where did you go? Oh, there you are.
Here I am.
So hold on 1 second.
This is super cool.
Yeah. All right. So everybody, welcome. And I'll introduce Amani. Amani obviously is a diamond direct in Jeunesse, and some of the videos, she's just absolutely brilliant. So thanks for your time.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you for having me.
No worries. So tell me, we spoke the other day about your upbringing and reading when you're originally from Nigeria. Can you sort of just give us a little bit of background about how you grew up and your mindset and how you have come to be the person you are, if you can?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, thank you for having me. I mean, we had a great chat together and this came out and I'm so honored to be here. So I grew up in it's a big city in Nigeria, but the community is so small that I grew up in. And we really didn't have much, but my dad would always say, I don't have money. Probably won't have wealth, but I will, we will always have books. I will always have the biggest library. We had the biggest library in Nigeria at the time. And we had access to so many books, so many self-development books and inspirational, motivational things. And it really was, I think, the foundation of the person I became because I started reading at a very young age. And I'm very grateful looking back. I still have great chats with my dad and the best memories of just picking each other's minds and talking about a book till sunrise. But yeah, it really did. Times were hard. We had no money. We grew up, in a small community where everybody knows what everybody's doing. And but I knew there was something more out there. And, when you have that desire in your heart, and I like this quote by Rumi, and it says, everything you seek is seeking you.
Wow.
It's absolutely my favorite because
isn't that brilliant?
Everything you want wants you back, and I know that. So it's we start wanting more and enjoying the fact that it's okay to want things, to desire more. And that's how, me dreaming big and wanting more eventually got out of that little place and then ended up here in Canada. Fast forward, a couple decades later. And here we are. I'm so grateful to be here. Absolutely. I mean, that's where it all started, really.
Okay. So you told me about your first sales job and what you started doing. Can you explain to everyone sort of where did you start and how it was an amazing story.
Yeah, so, oh gosh, we landed here about 7 years ago. It was October. It was such a cold winter. And, they want Canadian experience. If you're getting a job on your resume, it should say Canadian experience. I'm like, I just came from Nigeria. How am I going to get Canadian experience if you won't give me one? So eventually we found an ad that says, you can earn commissions. But long story short, I was selling knives and cutlery door to door in -20 to -40 weather. It was crazy. I did okay. I would sell at least a knife, I think, each time. It was my first, I didn't know it was network marketing. I had no idea. I had no idea that this is what you call network marketing. I thought it was just a commission-based job.
Yeah.
And then yeah, and then that led to other door-to-door and type of jobs and sales jobs. And I was doing door-to-door when I found I was doing door-to-door.
Hold on a sec. I've just got to mute somebody.
Oh, no worries.
There we go.
This is what I love about live. You
How
never
good
know
is that? There we go.
There you go. This is what I like about live videos. You never know what's going to happen.
I know, it's fantastic, isn't it?
Yes. By the way, hi, Stephen. Hi, Sharon. I didn't say hello to you guys.
There's a few on there.
Yes. And yeah, I mean, fast forward really to make a long story short, I was doing door-to-door and I was bartending, serving, and actually Joey introduced me to, he said, if you're doing that, all that sales and going out there in this type of weather, why wouldn't you work for yourself? You know, business in a box. And
Yep.
I said, there's something like that. Why didn't anyone tell me this before? And that was my first network marketing company. That was my first real network marketing company. Yeah, absolutely.
So can I ask, how did you and Joey meet?
Yes, absolutely. Facebook.
Wow.
Yes, I used to post jokes every day. I was, you know, just to make other people's day. It would be a few jokes a day, and he commented on one of them, and we connected. We became really, really good friends. And then one day he said, "I really like you." I'm like, "Yeah, I like you too." He said, "No, I really like you, as in I have feelings for you." At the time, he was in Arizona. I've never met him in real life, seen him before, nothing. We had no friends in common. And then he flew to Canada, here to Toronto, and I saw him at the airport. I'm like, yeah, that's the guy. And ever since then, we've been together.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing. So tell me, when you got started in Jeunesse, how did you guys get started in Jeunesse?
We were doing, so Joey's been in the business about 16 years, and I have the honor of learning from him all these things. And we were in a couple of companies before. Yeah.
Hold on one sec. I've just got to.
Can't hear.
Hold on. Oop. There we go. The beauty again. We just had to mute another person. Sorry.
No worries. Again, this is the beauty of live video. It's real. It's live. This happens all the time.
Yeah.
And so no worries.
Go with it.
Yes. And so Joey, he's been in the profession 16 years now today. He started when he was 20. So I really learned a lot from him. But we were in a couple other companies before Jeunesse, and we asked our mentor, and you know her too, Lisa.
Yes.
We had such a hard time in those couple of companies, and it was just things weren't going right for us. And then he asked Lisa, and she said, "Are you going to listen this time?"
Yeah.
So we did, and we got into Jeunesse, and the rest was history. We were able to really crush it. We had a blast ever since then, and it's been really an awesome ride. But yeah, that's really how we got into it, because we were told about Jeunesse before, and we made fun of it that it was a skincare company. Like, who would be in a skincare company? And we said it's just one of those. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying again for some reason. I'm mucking this up. I've just muted the wrong person. Sorry, Amani.
No worries.
There we go. Got it back. I think I'm gone. Yep.
Yeah, I think they can mute themselves if anything. If they're using the iPad, it will.
Yeah. Hey, Dino, can you try to mute yourself, please, mate? It keeps clicking on.
No, I can't get to.
Hold on, mate. I'm trying to manage this myself. Hold on, that's Steve's ringing me. Hold on 1 second, people. This is going to be great. Yeah, mate. Go to participants, manage participants. Yep. I press that. Yep. Okay. Done. All right. Thanks, mate. Oh, geez. How's that? We're all go again now. Here we go. Done.
Perfect.
Sorry.
Awesome. Can you hear me now?
Gotcha.
Perfect. Awesome.
Thank you. So, sorry about the mucking around. So can I ask, so then that must have been a real mindset change to then go to Jeunesse.
It was trusting that, there are, it was a really great opportunity. And at the time we didn't see it because we just looked outside. We never really took a good look at how solid this company is and what they really have to offer. We just thought skincare. I know we don't want to be in skincare, especially that Joey's a guy and he's like, I'm not going to be in a skincare deal.
Yeah.
Right. Not knowing that, this really has been the best, company that we've ever been in, and we're so grateful to be here. And so, yeah, it was a good mindset shift. One in, when your mentor tells you to do something, you listen. And so,
Yeah.
And it's, she's been in this profession so long, and she knew, and she knows a lot about what companies out there are doing well and which ones aren't. And then another thing was us to say that you really can win at a lot of companies once they have that solid foundation, and there's an opportunity there for you to win. And this is why I refuse to bash network marketing companies, whatever they are doing. And so that taught us a big lesson, because you see people join companies that have been here a long time, for a long time, and they still crush it, get to top income. It has nothing to do with anything. In our case, we were lucky as well that timing was great. It still didn't hit, the $1 billion mark. And it's just so much opportunity. And, it was the launch of Instant Ages too, as well. So that was perfect for us. Yeah.
You guys had a really massive start. That must have been very exciting.
Yes, it was. It was good. I actually don't think it's excites people when I say what we did. So I'm actually going to skip over that part. But we did achieve, this is to tell people, if you set your mind on doing something, I think everybody will tell you can't do it. But if you really, your heart and mind is set on it, you know how to do it, you strategically have the means to do it, that you can do it. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something. But that's where I'll leave it at.
Okay, well, that actually leads me into my next question, because from your videos, I really get this. Let's just say you're talking to somebody new, or somebody who's had those hurts and their belief level, and they're coming to you and they're saying, Amani, I don't know if I can do this.
Yes. Great. Perfect. There was a time that it was actually even before Jeunesse, and I would say this, and I know hate is a very strong word, but it doesn't even define how I felt about the profession. I just felt that nobody can win in network marketing. This is such a scam. And all people, me, I'm always positive. I'm always looking for the positive in things, but I just couldn't see it in network marketing. I was just so hurt, so let down so many times in such a short period of time, that I thought it must be the system. It must be something that's just, I don't know, everything is not working. But then I realized it really is not that. Just like business, just like anything in life, some things go great, some things don't. It's not a constant. Right. And then it's also growth. It's a lot of self-growth that happens. And then you decide to, you really decide that this is my home. This is what I want to do. And you do it. And you really surround yourself with people that are doing better than you are.
Yeah.
Because, if you're on your way to success, hanging out with the 5 people that are not where you want to be, you will be the 6th person.
Yeah.
We all say, yes, we've heard that before, that you're the average of the 5th person you spend your time with.
Yeah.
And so very key. If you want to make more money, hang out with people that make more money. If you want to create more of anything in your life, hang out with people that have that. So.
Yeah. All right. Can I ask you a little bit of a tough question?
Absolutely.
Please. So at what point did you have a block? And how did you get over that block?
That's a great question. Oh my goodness. At what point did I not have a block, you mean? I had a block when it came to, it really was, okay, so I lived in a state that I thought everybody owed me something and I'm entitled. And this is a lot, we see this a lot in network marketing, because it's a condensed amount of entrepreneurs in one place, or, people that are trying to be entrepreneurs. And so I thought, oh, my upline owes me this, or my downline owes me this, or someone other than me is responsible for my success and happiness.
Yeah.
And once it changes and you know that you're the only one that can do anything that is going to take you where you want to go, that it's very tough to do anything in your life. And once it's the hardest thing to say, okay, I'm responsible, because now you start looking at what you've been doing wrong, what you've been messing with. And when I train my team, this is one thing I forgot. Is it Eric Worre that I watched it from? I can't remember who it was, but he says, if you were to write a resume of what you do on a daily basis, can you hear me?
Yep, yeah, definitely.
Yes. So if you were to, have a resume of what you do on a daily basis in your business, would you hire yourself?
Yeah.
Would you hire yourself? And if you were in the room with 5 people, would you be the first person that you would want to hire? And then another concept is, if you were to duplicate yourself into 10, if you had 10 of yourself, would your team grow or would your team shrink? Or would it just stay stagnant? What are you doing on a daily basis? And that lets people say, oh my gosh, stop looking outside for winning, for success. And this is not just Jeunesse, it's life. It's everything, right? And that was the big change for me. And it was really a big aha moment of, oh my gosh, I felt very liberated, but I also felt very silly and very silly, because I was just looking outside and at people and pointing fingers why I wasn't succeeding. So yes.
And so what was the process? You had that mindset change, and then what plans did you put into place?
Oh yeah. And then you get to work. I mean, network marketing is just, 2 concepts. You connect with people and you show them a plan and they make a choice.
Yeah, brilliant. I hope everyone gets that, because that was just gold. It's just so basic.
Yeah, we overcomplicated and we want to create some magic, stuff, but really that's all it is. And we know it's a numbers game. And I like what Lisa says. She says, if you have the Grossman, by the way, you guys, she's phenomenal speaker in the industry. But she says, even if you do everything right, 8 out of 10 times, people will still say no.
Yeah.
So a lot of people get discouraged when they're messing up, when things aren't going away in their business. But if you are able to understand that it's a basic, simple idea, connect with people, show them the plan, let them make a decision, and then show them how to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And going and going. And that's as simple as it gets. It's as simple. And as your business grows and as you grow as a person, you'll learn how to do this maybe in a shorter period of time, more effectively, faster. But that's all you have to do in your business if you take a look at it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That's brilliant. That's I remember hearing once. I remember hearing once that a genius makes the complicated really simple. Oh, you're now a genius.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, we should really have recorded our presentations, Joey and I's presentations, when we're in front of a room. Our goal, and if you could take this with you, our goal is to make sure that if a 12-year-old was sitting front row, that they would say, they're diamonds? Oh my gosh, I can do this presentation better than they can.
Yeah.
And a lot of people usually say, no, I want to make sure my presentation is perfect. I want to make sure that everything's going well. But truth is, you don't need to do that. You want it to be very simple, very easy, and very duplicatable. Because everyone sitting there is wondering, can I do the same thing? Can I do what, Ben is doing in front of the room? Can I do what they're doing? That's all that's all the presentation is about. They're wondering if I can do the same thing.
Yeah. Very cool. You're awesome. So can I delve and ask another hard question?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So, because a lot of Jeunesse is just about, I believe it's about life as well. So tell me when Joey got off the airport and you decided that, okay, this is the man, how did you get to that point? What had happened in your life? And you know how like we all have our own plan going on in our head? Obviously that would have changed. So talk to us about that.
Oh, wow. Okay, great question. I lived my whole, I was divorced at 21, by the way. You
Oh,
guys.
really? Okay.
So I've had an experience of what I don't want to have in my marriage, in my relationship, but also I got rid of the list, the perfect list, what I have to have what I have to have in a man in order to say yes. Or again, all of us say the same thing, when it's our business, kids, family, they have to be a certain way before we enjoy our time with them. Instead of saying, what do I bring to the table? What can I see in them? I got rid of that list so fast, and it allowed Joey and I to become best friends. We really have one of the best friendships I've ever seen. And we laugh, and on a daily basis, we come together to talk about our businesses, what's happening. We have this communication. We've never had this aggressive, angry fight where we're, you always get mad at each other, but we never had that, disrespectful thing going on, because we just understand it's, we are going the same place. And my list of what needs to be right was gone. That was the first thing. We all have it has to be this way before I can succeed at something, or someone has to be a certain way before I can like them and love them. When it's really, love is an action.
Yep.
Not a feeling.
No, that's right.
To even to love your business, it's a daily action. It's not just, something I feel, and then when you stop feeling it, it's an action. It's something I do every day. I take action towards our marriage every single day, and towards our business, it's the same thing.
Okay. Now, so someone that's going to watch this, because you just got so much energy, you can feel it. Like, nod your head, people, if you can feel that. Yeah. How much energy has this lady got? You're just so beautiful, and you can tell, you're just living life. So, you say you meet someone. What's the 3 books as a I know we talked a lot about books the other day, but what would the 3 books that you would recommend people to feel like you're feeling, if that makes sense?
Well, okay. So this is. I remember I had a hard time giving you my 3rd book, but one of the books that I've read over, I don't know, 28 times, or listened to actually, because she's really funny, is Power of Vulnerability.
Yep. And
really, this saves, it's why I am who I am with my team, with my husband, with my family. It's just completely, we don't do things because we're afraid to be who we are, because of criticism and shame and guilt. So once you learn to overcome that, everything else is easy. You have the courage to be yourself. And then the book that my dad gave me when I was, I can't remember, one of the first book that he handed me as a gift, and I still have, and it's really, I should have had it with me here before getting up and getting it, but it's called Bring Out the Magic in Your Mind. I don't know if I can recommend that. I don't know if it's in print yet, but that's one of my favorite books. So let me change that. Hold up. Another book would be How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's a must. Being an entrepreneur, you've already read it. I every time I reread this book so many times, I've never got past the 2nd chapter because there's one key thing in it, and everything about relationships with people and in business, it really goes down to how do people feel when they leave you. Do they feel better or do they feel worse? Yeah. And if they feel better, they're always going to connect with you. They're going to trust you. They're going to buy from you. If they feel worse, forget about trying to come back and call them and connect with them and say something. So winning friends, and it's always that. And people make you feel the same way. Some people, you just don't want to pick up the phone. You see their name and you're like, I'm not here. I do not want to know what you're up to. And other people, they call you. You can't wait to talk to them, and you just can't hang up the phone. Right? And so that's a great book. 3rd book, I would say, that's a hard one. why are we always stuck with number 3? So I would say maybe it's because I love this book so much. I've had it, Success Principles by Jack Canfield.
Yeah.
It is full of
Nuggets.
success. Yeah, a lot. It's just so many success stories and inspirational story at page after page after page about how people overcame obstacles in life, and it just keeps you motivated.
Yeah.
And so energy-wise, though, I'll say it's a choice. I'm not always like this, but I have learned that you can do more of what you love in life, that I give myself permission to do that. And that's something I had to learn just very recently, actually. You are allowed to do more of what you love, and then delegate or get rid of what you don't love.
Yeah.
And a lot of us say, well, how do I know which ones I have to do, love to do? We are all great at doing something, and it flows. And the more you realize what that is, the more you focus on it, the less stressful your life is.
Awesome. Now we're going to have a bit of a funny question for you.
Okay.
So what's your impressions of Australia? Where would you like to visit in Australia?
I don't know much about Australia, but I do know, I want to be all over. I don't know much as the names, but I love hiking, and that would be, what's it called? I've always seen the picture of, you know what's funny, actually, I just remembered this. Back in school, we had to create a board about each continent, and I got Australia.
Oh, wow.
And I remember there's a picture of this red rock. I can't remember. It's a big red.
Ayers Rock.
Yes. And so, and it's.
So put a thumbs up if you think we should pay for Amani to come down and speak.
Oh, I'd be honored. You have no idea.
And we'll organise that. Ayers Rock is fantastic.
Yes, and obviously everything about Australia is beautiful. So I don't know much about it, but it's been a dream place to go to and travel. So it will be. I will be there. I know for sure.
Definitely.
When my heart calls out to something, I know. Oh yeah, it's calling me too. So yeah, I'd be honored to be there.
Awesome. I might throw it open and see some guys if you want to put some questions in the chat.
That would be awesome.
Pass that up. So far, thanks for sharing.
Okay, cool. I'm just like checking out my makeup. I'm like, oh. This is my office, by the way. Let me show you. I'm just gonna.
Wow, look at that.
So I have all the quotes to remind me of beautiful things, and sometimes, and this one's to remind me that sometimes nothing is okay. You know, just being in the now, in the moment.
Yeah.
You don't always have to have everything perfect.
Wow.
Believe in your dreams. Yeah. So
we've got two really good questions here, really rippers. One's a statement. One lady says, "My daughter is 11 years old and listening to this and says you have inspired her."
Oh my God. Thank you. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Hi, 11-year-old daughter.
Sorry.
That's sweet. Thank you. That's so sweet.
I think it's worth it for just this, isn't it?
Oh, yes,
now, another one from my main man, the guru. What's the best moment you have ever had due to this industry?
Wow.
Stephen Baker, the boss.
I have to choose one.
Oh, well, now you can do as many as you like.
Okay, oh wow. This is very emotional for me, but my favorite, I've always wanted to travel, and I did that, and I thought that was going to be the highlight of my life, going to 22 cities and countries all over the world in 1 year, and some more than once. But it was retiring my mom.
Wow.
Yes, that was yes.
Tell me what happened. What was... You there? Hello? I think she's dropped out for a bit. Can everyone else hear me? All right. Yep. Yeah. Beautiful. I think she's dropped out. We might just wait to see if she gets back on. Manage participants. I might unmute all over. How does everyone feel?
Fantastic.
Good. Good.
Can you, how much energy does she have?
She's amazing. She's amazing.
Heaps.
I think, Bakes, we've got to organise for her to come down and speak in Australia.
Yep. Go see Rebecca.
You can tell how when I spoke to her, this is part of the series we're going to do. Is Lisa Grossman has said she's going to help me interview all the diamonds, so we hear all the diamond stories like this. And
Are you going to interview Lisa?
Yes, she's next.
Yay!
Yeah.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's awesome to get and so when I spoke with Amani last week, she talked about some of the books that she's read, and you can hear that knowledge. But when you see her like we did today, you could just feel that energy. It was just, what a bright light. Like you know how she was talking about the how to win friends and influence people, and how, you know, you can tell after you be with her for 10 minutes, you would definitely want to come back and say hi again.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't know where she's gone. What do you reckon, boss? Bakes?
I reckon that was bloody good, boss. I've listened to that audio. Oh, yeah, she is. She's back. And Benny, when you mute us all, make sure you just tick the box so we can't unmute ourselves.
I don't know.
No, she's again. Oh, there she is. All right.
Can you hear me?
Mute us, Benny.
Okay, and then you're back.
Hey, I apologize for that. My laptop decided to just, it gave up.
Oh, that's all right.
Yes.
We're all discussing. We all just had a group hug.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So we're all thinking. Okay. Tell us about your mum. Tell us what happened.
It was not okay. Here's the funny part. And I had a dream. I remember I was like 10, and we were sitting. It was raining outside. Beautiful. I still remember the smell of the rain. And I looked at my mom and said, "You know what? Make sure you're never going to want for anything in your life. And I'm also going to buy you a big home." The big home part is still on its way, but I retired her, and, she's never, this pride and this moment of she's never going to need for anything. Here's the funny part. She is really bored at home, and she's like, "I really just need to get a job." I'm like, "Well, now you can get a job because you want to, not because you need to."
Yeah.
And
hold on 1 second, Amani. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just on a phone call. I'll be about another 10 minutes. How's that? I'm staying at a half a star. I told them I'd be on a Zoom.
No worries. Yeah. And so, yeah, absolutely. And so that's really one of the highlights of my moment, when you can do more for others than you ever thought you could. And I really thought it was going to be a way longer time to do that. Traveling, I cannot even pick. They say work until your what is the word? Your mentors or your gurus become your friends.
Okay.
Work hard until, I'm not sure the right quote, but something like that. And the moment I have people like Eric Worre and Marina Worre and Lisa Grossman and Curtis Broom and all these amazing people on that are such high achievers connected to me on a personal level, it blows my mind away. And so that's the real gift. I mean, money's great, travel is great, places you go is absolutely phenomenal, but it's really the lives you change and how much that changes your life in return.
Yeah. Wow. And so what's the next goal? Can I ask what's the next thing that you're focused on?
Yes, obviously double diamond. And so that's the next goal, but also making sure this is the cool part, seeing, for me, I've done a great job branding myself, and I love seeing that my team is doing the same thing and branding themselves really well. And understanding that concept.
Can I just get you to elaborate on that? Because some people might be watching this. What do you mean by branding themselves?
I like so when you're first, a lot of times when we're first starting in business as an entrepreneur, when we get a job, we don't say, if you work at any office or whatever, you never put your profile picture as that office.
Yeah.
Or your cover photo as that office or that place, because it just doesn't make sense. But when we start in network marketing, all of a sudden we become the company.
Yeah.
Or we become, I love Jeunesse with all my heart, and they have the greatest marketing tools for us to use. At the same time, if it was just about Jeunesse, they would have been on TV.
There you go.
And people would have signed up or joined because of TV, but people
that's a bombshell.
Right? Yeah. So thank you.
That's right.
So people join you. People join people. They want to know who you are. So on Facebook, you're showing you what you like, what you enjoy doing. It's not about the company. And it's so funny because you can sit down with a person and they want to join because of how great they feel with you, and they believe that Jeunesse is the vehicle that will take them to where they want to go. And so once that shifts in you and in a lot of people, you start try to brand yourself, work on yourself, self-development. How do you become a better leader? How do you duplicate better? How do you become a better listener for your team? How do you help them duplicate and do all that as well? So it changes a lot from trying to be Jeunesse or be any network marketing company.
Yeah.
Right. And it's very liberating because now you understand the concept that people are joining you and your team will start doing the same thing. They start understanding that I love these products. I'm so passionate about it. I love Jeunesse. I'm so passionate about it. But I am not Jeunesse. I live Jeunesse, but I am not Jeunesse. I'm not the company. That's not my face for Facebook picture. Right. So that's very key. Do not put your own personal picture as Jeunesse as much as you're passionate about it. And want to show that people want to see you, people want to join you, they want to know what type of person you are. And another tip is, all of us focus on what it is, and that's a tip I got from my coach. We need to focus on what it does, right? A lot of us will say, this is what it is. This is, for example, Reserve. It is great. It has this much in it. It has that in it. But a lot of us forget to say, this is what it actually does. Reserve does this. It can help with that. It can help with these things instead of what it is. And then a story attached. So yeah, that's what I mean.
Awesome. Can I steal you for another 5 to 10 more minutes? Is that all right?
Hey, I have all the time you need.
So we both have a mutual friend, Lisa Grossman, who's just she's just a phenomenal communicator. Yes, tell me some of the nuggets that she's given you.
About communicating?
Well, just to help you, yeah.
Lisa really is brilliant. One of the most brilliant minds I've seen about, when your business gets very emotional, and it will for a lot of people, when people bug you, and that will happen, or when things happen and go wrong, she's so brilliant at making you just step outside and look at it from a different point of view instead of using your emotions to make decisions.
Yeah.
And, and just common sense things that if you are so emotional, you absolutely cannot do. And I mean, I really call her anytime I need advice on so many things, because she has this, she has it down to a simple word or a question that will make you think of, is this what you want? Is this, and the way she asks great questions, and she's not afraid of the answer. A lot of us won't ask ourselves, for example, if we want something, if we're happy somewhere, if this is our true desire, because we don't want to hear it, because we're so afraid of change or what might people think.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll need another couple of hours for me to share what I've learned from her, but I watch her work and I watch her work ethic and the way she is with people. She's a master connector for sure. And the way she follows up with people, I admire, and she's so loved and respected in the field because of that. She doesn't let her emotions make decisions. She sees things as they are.
Yeah.
And really just, yeah, absolutely.
Nice. Now, I think what we might do is we might set everyone a goal. We'll think about it, and we might set a goal and maybe do a 10-minute leadership Zoom call with you one day.
Yes.
And that way that you might be talking to people that have had to come against some hurdles, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
So yeah, absolutely. I mean, whatever you want. So funny. We were doing a Google Hangout, and it's on my YouTube. And one of my team members, she said, "How about we talk about 10 steps to network marketing success?" I was like, I didn't prepare for that. But we did it off the top of my head, and it ended up being a great training, because there are some, in my opinion, laws to network marketing success that you just follow, and strategies that can help you save time and money, right? But yeah, absolutely, we can totally do that. Yeah, we can totally come back again and do that. I'm open.
Awesome. Well, I think we should set the goal. Stevie and a few of us will work out a goal to get you guys down to Ayers Rock. And
oh, I would love that. I would be so honored.
We need that. I think this is something we need more of in Australia. We don't really have enough events with international speakers. So
Hey,
what do you reckon, Pakey? We'll set a goal. We'll do something, mate. He's got the big thumbs up.
Absolutely, anytime.
I might just unmute Steve for a minute. He's my sponsor and mentor, and he might want to ask some questions because he is a gun. You're unmuted, mate.
Thanks, Benny, and thanks for your time, Amani. That was brilliant. I'm back home with my lovely mother at the moment in the country, so I've got out of bed nice and early because I knew you were speaking, and I got to meet you in where were we? Singapore.
Singapore.
Singapore at the bar. We had a little bit of a chat, but thanks for your time. I think Benny's asked most of the curveball questions, but when you started out, what was probably the toughest time, and did you ever feel like quitting early on in your career?
Oh, are you kidding me? Yes. If you're an entrepreneur, that's the hardest part, is you keep asking, is this worth it? But when you're not every single day, there was a time it was every single minute you want to really just, it feels like you'd rather chew on glass than build your business at that time, because it just felt like that. And the reason is, that's what entrepreneurship is. And that's why a lot of people do not have the resilience to keep going. And that's why I failed in a lot of previous network marketing companies. And that is the main reason, is when the going got, when the times got tough, I didn't get going. I stopped. I quit. I turned around and I said, this is not for me. I don't think I can do this. But, and I can look back and I know for sure, if I just kept going, I would have hit it big there too. I would have done something that was massive there as well. But I quit just when it got a little bit tough, when it got really hard, I stopped. So yeah, absolutely. We've all had these times, but if you really want something. Oh, and I want to share this with you because I was reading a really good book. It's called, I don't know if I can swear on this, but it's called I'm a Badass. You Are a Badass.
You can do it.
And by Jen Sincero. And she says in this book, every time you make a big decision in your life, life will test you. She had a guy that he said he's going to start his own business, leaves the house, his house floods, right? Fixes it. And then on his way to work, got hit by a bus, right? He's fine and everything's okay, but life was testing him. Anybody else that was in his shoes would say, okay, this is the universe saying, don't start a business, right? I would say the same when you have two major things like that happen to you. But in reality, the fact is, when you make a big decision, when you say, I'm going to go diamond, you watch your life, see how the universe will test you over and over and over again. And things will go super crazy. The bigger your goal, the crazier things will go. And what most people do is say, oh, this is proof that I'm not meant to do this. When the reality is, this is actually the universe saying, how bad do you want it? How much do you want this? Do you really want this?
Another bombshell.
Yeah.
Another nugget.
Yeah. So I hope that answers your question, Steve.
That's brilliant.
Very much so. Thank you very much.
Well, look, we might wrap it up there because we know your time's.
Someone asked who was the author. It was Jen Sincero. It's called "You Are a Badass."
She also has a podcast, The Kick-Ass Life.
Yeah.
She's brilliant on that.
Oh, Steve is already taking a picture, a selfie. I like that.
I was going to get a selfie. I flicked to Ben's rude head just as I was taking the photo. So you have to talk so it's on your view.
I have to keep talking so that I'm showing.
Yeah. I got you. Last time I flicked to Ben and I ruined the photo.
Please tag me on Facebook. That would be awesome.
We will. Thank you again for your time. And we'll set a goal as a team. I think we need to get you guys down to Australia for sure. So love you so much. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, love you guys too. And thank you all for being here. I'm so honored to have hopped on. I hope this was of value to you. I hope this helped,
Brilliant.
We can definitely do this again. You just had me on and it's absolutely fun. And thank you again.
Love you. Thank you. See you.
Love you too. Bye. Oh, and I say bye. I say thank you to your daughter as well. I saw the comment.
Beautiful.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye.